Welcome back to Window on Well Street, a program that shares information about delayed food sensitivities. Sensitivities that may cause symptoms like headaches, digestive problems including irritable bowel syndrome, chronic fatigue, stress, and even ADD or ADHD, to mention a few. I'm Dr. Gabriela Cora, your host, and in today's program, we'll be taking viewer questions from patients who've invested in an immunobloodprint, a simple blood test that identifies foods which could be the cause of many symptoms. My guest today is Dr. Stephen Lemberg. Dr. Lemberg, welcome today.
Thank you.
Please tell us a bit about your background.
Thank you. I am a 1978 graduate of the Columbia University College of Physicians and Surgeons. I did training at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center in Los Angeles, and I've had a lifelong interest in preventive medicine. I've also had the good fortune to be a consultant at immunolaboratories for many years.
We're so happy to have you, and you're the perfect person to help us answer these questions.
Hi, this is Esther from Memphis, Tennessee. I took the immunobloodprint, and I don't know what's going on. I've been moody and a little depressed. My husband is concerned about my attitude. I don't know what's causing the stress. That's where I did the immunobloodprint. Can you help me?
Any suggestions?
Yes, adjusting to a new program or incorporating any new habit takes some time. There will be an adjustment period, and you may not feel your best for a while, but ultimately you will feel much, much better by eliminating foods that are actually tearing down tissues, causing inflammation, and wreaking havoc with the moods. Because foods are building blocks of the body, the foods that we eat will sometimes cause inflammation in the tissues, including the brain.
So it may have taken this person some time to feel more depressed or anxious. And then how long would it take this person to get back on track with a good diet, with good nutrition, knowing what is in their best interest?
The immunobloodprint program is truly the right program because it eliminates foods that are reactive, that cause reactions in the tissues and including the brain, and moods that are affected by these foods. If these same people are able to eat foods frequently in small meals that incorporate the proper balance of carbohydrates, proteins, and good fats, they will maintain their blood sugar levels and maintain their moods accordingly.
So for these people who may have experienced mood or anxiety issues, what are the most common foods that they may have been taking that may have been somewhat of the culprit of their state of mind?
Other than the offending foods that are in the immunobloodprint that the people are sensitive to, there are some classic foods that wreak havoc with the moods. And these include sugar, caffeine, and white flour. They cause insulin spikes that cause the blood sugar to fluctuate wildly, and with that, the moods go up and down with it.
So let's say that this person has a hectic lifestyle, they're very busy, they're taking much coffee or caffeinated drinks during the day with some sugar, and what would you suggest so that they can get started in something that's a lot more healthy for them?
The first thing is to really plan ahead, look at what you're going to be eating for the day. Don't just leave yourself at the mercy of the elements. Make sure that the foods that you're going to eat are acceptable on the immunobloodprint, and eat them in the proper fashion, which is in small meals and frequently. A good healthy breakfast followed by a less substantial lunch and a little less at dinner, but most importantly, let's not forget water. Water is ultimately important to dilute any toxic effects that may be in the body from foods and to hydrate the brain and the tissues for optimal function.
So many people are not only taking caffeinated drinks, which also dehydrates them, but many people are not even looking at hydrating themselves nicely. Could you mention some other tips of how people can make sure that they have the right amount of water?
That's always been a challenge for me too. I tend to forget my water bottle, and it's all about carrying water with you at all times. It's just like you carry your wallet. You should have water bottles everywhere you go. Whether it's in a hotel that you've just come into or an airplane, you always want your water with you. And the best beverage a person can drink is water.
Thank you, Dr. Lemberg.
You're welcome.
We've got Dr. Mikhail Parsons standing by with some alternative food ideas. Dr. Parsons, any ideas for our caller?
We know we're supposed to be drinking water, but bleh, a lot of you don't like it. I was one of those people. When I had to transition off of soda, yes, I was a 6-pack a day girl, onto water, that was horrible. I would rather dry up and blow away than have to drink water. So one of the things that I did years ago was I got something like Perrier or something bubbly, and I would dilute it with a juice. Now, pomegranate juice is a great choice because pomegranates have a lot of wonderful antioxidants. So when you mix them together, you're getting some water, you're getting some flavor, you're not going through this huge taste transition that you may not be used to. And what you will find is over time, you will have to use less and less juice. What a wonderful transition. And most restaurants carry something of this nature, so you can mix your own little cocktail when you're out. If you're at a social event, you can have them put it in a beautiful martini glass. No one will know what's really in that glass. So you're still able to continue your hydration, get more water in, and do it in a healthy way.
Thank you, Dr. Mikhail Parsons, and to you, Dr. Stephen Lamberg.
You're very welcome.
We'll continue with Window on Wells Street after the break, but may I encourage those of you watching who may have a family member, friend, or coworker experiencing these similar health issues to forward the link below to them. And if you haven't had your immunoblood please learn more and get yourself tested. Remember, there's a hidden link between what you eat and how you feel. I'm Dr. Gabriela Cora, and we'll be right back.